They settle in Goshen, fertile land on the eastern delta, and they stay. Pharaoh dies, another rises. Joseph dies, his children grow, and the Israelites, they multiply. Quietly at first, then relentlessly. Decade after decade, generation after generation, a population inside a population, a nation growing within a nation. And then, a new Pharaoh. A man who had never known Joseph, a man who looked at the Israelites the way a ruler looks at a threat he cannot afford to ignore. Do not picture him as a monster. He was a politician. He knew what happens when populations grow faster than loyalty. He knew empires do not collapse all at once. They collapse from pressure inside the walls. He looked at the numbers, he calculated, and he grew afraid. They are more numerous than us, he tells his advisors. If war comes, they will join our enemies. The fear beneath the crown is the same: power, preservation, control. So he enslaves them, not because he hates them, not yet, because he fears what happens if he doesn't. The brick pits open, mud and straw, relentless quotas, Egyptian taskmasters with whips and ledgers, Hebrew men collapsing in the heat of a sun that never stops. The pyramids, the cities, the monuments to Egyptian eternity, built on breaking human backs. But the plan fails. The harder the Egyptians work them, the more the Israelites grow. So Pharaoh escalates. The midwives are ordered to kill Hebrew baby boys at birth. When the midwives refuse, something in him shifts darker. He makes it public. Every Hebrew son born, throw him into the Nile, the river that feeds Egypt, now commanded to swallow children. And into that horror, a mother places her son in a basket, seals it with pitch and prayer, and lets the current carry him. He grew up in the palace, ate at Egyptian tables, wore Egyptian cloth, spoke the language of the empire. But he was Hebrew, and the moment he understood that, truly understood it, something broke open inside him. He watched an Egyptian guard beat a Hebrew slave, and he killed him, then buried the body in the sand and told himself no one had seen. Someone had seen. By the next day it was whispered. By the day after that, Pharaoh knew. Moses fled into the desert. Not a hero's exit, a criminal's. Now find him in Midian, a shepherd, a husband, a father, living on the far side of nowhere. The palace distant, Egypt a wound he has learned to not pick at. He has put 40 years of desert between himself and who he used to be. He does not think about the slaves anymore, or tells himself he doesn't. Then one afternoon, on the slope of a mountain called Horeb, a bush catches fire and does not burn. This is the moment every children's story softens into something gentle. Don't. What Moses encounters is not gentle. Ancient texts describe the ground as holy, meaning dangerous, meaning remove your sandals because you are standing somewhere you were not supposed to reach. Imagine the silence first. Desert wind, sand moving across stone, and a fire making noise where no fire should exist. The voice speaks. I have seen the suffering of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying. And then, the part Moses did not expect. I am sending you. Moses recoils. Who am I? Not humility, terror. He knows exactly what going back to Egypt means. There is a Pharaoh on that throne who once wanted him dead. He has no army, no political standing, no credibility. He stutters, he makes excuses, he asks for someone, anyone else, but the fire does not negotiate. And eventually, Moses picks up his staff and turns back toward the empire he once escaped. Picture them walking, Moses and Aaron, his brother, his voice, crossing the desert toward the most powerful nation on earth. No weapons, no soldiers, no plan, except a message: let my people go. What Pharaoh does not yet understand, this is not a request.
The throne room of Pharaoh is designed to make you feel small. Columns that reach toward gods, gold that catches every torch and throws it back doubled. A man seated so far above you that looking up requires surrender. Moses does not surrender. He delivers the message. Pharaoh looks at him for a long moment and almost laughs. He calls his magicians, his sorcerers, and they match the signs: staff into serpent, water into blood. They can replicate it, which means to Pharaoh it is merely a trick. Plague 1, water to blood. The Nile turns crimson. Every pond, every stream, every basin, the fish die. The smell is unbearable. Egyptians dig along the riverbank, desperate for clean water beneath the silt. Pharaoh watches from the palace. His magicians do the same. He goes inside, hardens his heart. That phrase will repeat. Remember it. Plague 2, frogs. They come from the water like a living tide, into homes, into beds, into ovens and kneading bowls. The sound of them, millions at once, is a constant, maddening drone. Pharaoh blinks. He calls Moses. Pray to your God, remove them, and I will let your people go. Moses prays. The frogs die, mountains of rotting amphibians piled in every street. And the moment the stench clears, Pharaoh changes his mind. The first broken promise. And Egypt learns something terrifying. Relief does not mean safety anymore. Plague 3, gnats. Dust becomes insects. In the hair, in the eyes, in the nose, every Egyptian, every animal, crawling, itching, inescapable. The magicians try to replicate it. They cannot. For the first time, they tell Pharaoh something that should shake the room. This is the finger of God. Pharaoh does not listen. Plague 4, flies. Dense, suffocating, everywhere in Egypt, except Goshen, where the Israelites live. No flies there. This is the moment that should terrify Pharaoh more than the insects, the distinction. This is not random disaster, this is targeted. He feels it, has to feel it, but his jaw stays locked, and Pharaoh hardens again. Plague 5, livestock die. Not sick, not weakened, dead. Egyptian cattle, Egyptian horses, Egyptian livestock in the fields, gone overnight. And the Israelite animals, untouched. Pharaoh sends men to check. Not one Israelite animal lost. He absorbs this information. He does nothing. Plague 6, boils. No warning this time. Moses takes ash from a furnace and throws it skyward, and sores erupt.
priests scratching at skin until they bled, servants hiding their faces, palace halls filled with the smell of medicine, sweat, and infection. On the skin of every Egyptian who walks the streets, on the magicians themselves, so painful they cannot stand before Moses. The advisors are compromised, the priests are compromised. Pharaoh now stands more alone than he has ever been. Watch what he does with that loneliness. He doubles down. There is something happening inside this man that the plagues themselves cannot reach. Not stubbornness, something older. Fear. Not of Moses, not of God, fear of what release means. To release the slaves is to admit he cannot protect Egypt. He has built his entire identity on being untouchable. And touching him, even now, feels like an impossibility he refuses to believe. Plague 7. Hail and Fire. Moses stretches his staff toward the sky, and the sky answers. Thunder, unlike anything Egypt has heard. Then fire. Not lightning that flashes and vanishes, fire that runs along the ground, and wrapped inside it, hail, stone and flame falling together like the heavens themselves have cracked open. Crops shatter, trees explode, animals drop where they stand. The thunder shakes the palace walls, and for the first time, Egypt whispers out loud what no one has dared say. What if Pharaoh is wrong? Pharaoh calls Moses in and says something no Pharaoh has ever said. I have sinned. The Lord is righteous. My people are wicked. His voice holds. His hands do not. Moses prays. The hail stops. And the moment the sky clears, he hardens again. Plague 8. Locusts. His own court comes to him this time, not Moses. Do you not yet realize Egypt is destroyed? His advisors on their knees, begging. Pharaoh negotiates. The men can go, but leave the women, the children, the livestock. Moses refuses. All of them, or none. Pharaoh throws him out. Then comes the sound. A low vibration over the horizon, like the air itself is moving toward Egypt. By morning, the sky is not dark, it is alive. Locusts, a swarm so thick it swallows the sun. Every surviving crop, every standing tree, gone. Egypt is stripped to the bone. Plague 9. Darkness. No warning this time. Moses raises his hand toward the sky, and the light simply stops. 3 days. Not a cloudy night, not a dim room, a darkness that can be felt. No torch penetrates it, no fire survives inside it. Children reach for parents they cannot find. Priests stand at altar flames that illuminate nothing. Egyptians stop speaking, some just to confirm someone else is still there. 3 days, a kingdom sealed inside a void. But in Goshen, light. Every Hebrew household burning clear, while Egypt sits in the black. Pharaoh calls Moses by feel, through the dark. Go, take the women and children, leave the livestock. Moses, you will supply the animals yourself. What remains of Pharaoh's composure shatters. Get out. The day you see my face again, you die. Moses looks at him through the dark. You are right. I will not see your face again. He leaves. But before he does, one final message. One more plague is coming. It will not destroy crops. It will not touch animals. It will walk through Egypt and take. Passover. The night Egypt broke. In Goshen, the Hebrews prepare, each family a lamb, blood painted on the door frames, lintel, 2 posts, then the doors close. The instruction given to them is strange. Eat with your sandals on your feet, staff in your hand, eat in haste, as if they are already leaving. Night falls. No thunder, no portent, just night. Egyptian children going to sleep, parents lying down, a kingdom finally finding silence, waiting, wondering if it is finally over. Then, in the middle of the night, a cry. One house, then another, then the street, then the next street, a sound spreading through Memphis like a wound opening, city block by city block, until the entire nation is screaming. Every firstborn Egyptian, from the servant girl at the millstone to the firstborn of Pharaoh himself, gone. Not soldiers, not an army, children. And in every Hebrew house, silence, the blood on the door held. Pharaoh does not summon Moses this time. He sends for him, the most powerful man on earth, in the middle of the night, his son cold beside him. Sends word, go, take everything, go. Not negotiation, surrender. Egypt presses gifts on the Hebrews as they leave, silver, gold, cloth, as if payment could clear what has happened. 600,000 people walk out into the dark before dawn, but do not feel triumphant. Behind them, a man sits in a palace full of grief, and grief in men like Pharaoh does not stay grief for long.
3 days. That is all it takes. He no longer had a son, but he still had a throne. What have we done? He tells his generals. We have let Israel go. 600 chariots, the finest officers in Egypt, the greatest military machine in the ancient world, chasing a nation of barefoot former slaves. The Israelites are camped at the water's edge, nowhere left to go. Then someone looks back at the dust cloud rising on the horizon. Not wind, hooves, wheels, armor. Why did you bring us here to die? Were there not enough graves in Egypt? The fear in that cry is completely human. They had no weapons, no training, no wall between them and the army closing fast. Moses stretches his hand over the sea. All night, a strong east wind, and the water divides. Walls on the right, walls on the left, the seabed dry and open. The Israelites go in. Pharaoh's chariots follow, into the seabed, between the walls, and then the wheels begin to drag. Something in the ground, something wrong. The horses slow. The Egyptians look at the walls of water towering on either side and finally understand. Let us flee. God is fighting for them against us. It is the last clear thought they have. Moses stretches his hand back and the water returns. Not slowly. The walls collapse. Chariot after chariot swallowed whole. Soldiers in the finest armor on earth sinking. By morning, the Egyptian army is on the shore. Armor, wheels, bodies. The sea gave them back broken. Egypt did not collapse in a single night. It collapsed in stages. Each time a man on the throne could have said enough. Each time
He chose the next disaster instead, because this was never about the plagues. The plagues were symptoms of a man who had confused his power with invincibility, of a civilization so certain of its permanence it could not imagine its end. Egypt was the greatest empire on earth, and yet, at what point, watching this, would you have surrendered? Was Pharaoh stubborn, or was he trapped in a version of himself he no longer knew how to leave? Was this judgment or warning? Is there any throne, any empire, any certainty that does not already carry within it the seed of its own collapse? Egypt thought it was eternal. It was not. Nothing built on the breaking of people ever is.